All right, guys, welcome back to Jason Unleashed. Sorry about that, all the technical difficulties we have today, but we are good to go. Sound. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Also, appreciate you guys hanging in there and watching. Again, Jerry O'Connell is going to be on the show again. We're gonna pick up where we left off when he chimes in just a few. Also, again, Sharon, thank you. Oh, you guys can hear me. Okay, good. Thank you guys so much for supporting and so much for watching. And let me know if there's any questions you want me to ask Jerry. Richard, hey, how's it going, Richard? Good to see you. Let me know if there's any questions that you want me to ask Jerry. I know he's been part of our movie and television tapestry for a long time, back in 1986, Stand By Me, through the 90s, and now he's doing so many awesome things. Not only is he an actor, but he's a producer, he's a host, he's a dad, he's a husband, and he's just an all-around really cool guy. So we're just gonna wait for him to chime in. JB Fitness, how's it going? All right, let me get Jerry on there for you. And just a few stand by. Boom. Jerry!
Jason, I am so sorry about my technical difficulties.
It's okay. It happens.
I had to look at this. We have I'm trying to social distance. Holiday, come on.
Jerry, it seems like he's social distancing from you, brother.
Come on. Get in the car, honey. Come on. Good girl. Come on. All right. Come on, honey. You want to get in the car? Good girl. Good girl. Crazy.
Jerry, welcome back. Glad to
be
have
back.
you.
Look at this. In the car, please. In the car. Thank you. Okay. Sorry about that, Jason. Man, crazy times. Crazy times.
No worries, Jerry. Before we went to break, I was asking you about everything you've done, everything you're doing, and Broadway is now something that you've ventured into and been very successful in. Like January this year, A Soldier's Play opened based on a Pulitzer Prize award-winning story, and you're in this with David Allen Greer and Blair Underwood and so many great actors. But before that, 2015, you were also writing for Broadway. How did Broadway enter your life?
Man, I auditioned for Broadway a whole bunch. It's so funny. I came to LA in the 90s and I left New York, and I sort of made it as I was working pretty steadily as a TV actor, but then I really wanted to go back and start to do some stage, and it took me, I would say, a good 10 years of auditioning and getting turned down until I finally got to do a Broadway show called Seminar, starring Alan Rickman, God rest his soul. That sort of got me back there on Broadway. I got to tell you, as an actor, there is no better feeling than being in a hit Broadway show. It's just like, it's just like, I can't explain it. It's like the pinnacle. It's like your peers, it's just, as an actor, I feel super cool. We all feel insecure in life, like, oh man, we're not doing as well as this person, or we shouldn't have this job, or I'll never get to work there. But man, when you're in a Broadway show, from a career relaxed standpoint, there's nothing better.
Yeah. Jerry, you're so relatable. I'm glad you brought up the comparison thing. And I know me and you have talked about this industry a lot at the gym, and you've been doing this for a while, you always have this awesome positive way of looking at things. I mean, you mentioned being turned down, but yet you have this stick-to-itiveness that has made you so successful. Where does that come from?
I mean, I don't know. Look, as an actor, you audition for 1,000 jobs and you get one, and that's a really successful career. So I think I'm very grateful for every job I get. And I realize that not getting a job is just part of it. It's kind of why I wouldn't mind my kids going into acting, at least, even if it's not something that they want to do permanently, just like temporarily, because acting is just such a great lesson for life. I mean, you have to audition for something in order to get it. You're probably not going to get it, so you have literally nothing to lose, and you might as well just try. I mean, you when I fail, and everybody fails, and you fail more often than you don't. I mean, I know this is kind of negative, and I don't know if Yanla would say this is the way you should do things, or Bill Gates, but um, I'm just not afraid. I almost expect failure, and if it doesn't, if the opposite happens, I'm grateful. I
Yeah.
mean, if that makes any sense,
Oh,
you know.
Jerry,
Hey,
it makes
listen,
complete
Jason,
sense.
you and I talk a lot. We always see each other at the gym. You were there when Wendy Williams said to me, "Hey, I want you to co-host." I literally showed you my phone and I said, "Look at this. I'm going to New York to go co-host Wendy tomorrow." Um, it's just you just have to be open to the universe,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm so much. I lately, and I've said in the last year, I've definitely been into the universe, the law of attraction, manifestation, and it's easier said than done, especially when you work in an industry that's constantly rejecting you, and as creatives and as creative people, entertainers, actors, dancers, hosts, etc. We that validation that we get in our talent comes from getting those jobs, securing those projects, but being able, I think it also comes with age, being able to say, hey, it's probably not going to work out. If it does work out, grateful. And grateful is a great word to use because I think when you come from a place of gratitude, and I'm trying to live this, you're able, things don't seem to hurt as much and it's not as bad. You know, when you do get those no's and when you do experience that continuous rejection, because there's, like you said, 1,000 jobs you're going to go out for, but you're going to hear more no's than yeses. So I'm glad you touched on that. You brought up Wendy Williams. You brought up hosting. Jerry, you are loved in this world. The ladies of The View love you. Kelly and Ryan love you. Wendy loves you. Andy Cohen loves you. I mean, you are so, you're such a favorite. When Wendy approached you to fill in, what was the first thing you thought besides saying yes? Were you thinking, oh my gosh, was it scary? Because that's a huge show. That's a huge opportunity.
Um, I watched pretty much every episode of Wendy since Wendy started. Wendy Williams, I'm talking about. And I had been a frequent guest on her show. And Wendy took a little bit of a break and they asked me to co-host. And, I have to say it was probably the scariest thing I had ever done because no one like Wendy, there's no one like Wendy in the world.
Yeah.
Wendy's by herself. Wendy talks for 20 minutes at the beginning of her episode with no co-host, I mean, maybe sometimes Norman chimes in, but Wendy is legit the best at that and keeps you riveted, and she's just amazing. And I have to say, the first time I did that live was quite possibly the most nervous I've ever been in my adult life.
But you handled it in stride. I mean, you were so good at it that they offered you a summer run of the Jerry O Show, which I watched every day. I mean, so obviously, and again, being friends with a lot of great people. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you host a side alongside Kelly Ripa as well, filling in on Kelly and Ryan?
Yep, a bunch. I've had some TV hosting experience. I mean, I'll tell you. I think it was about a little over 8 years ago, I co-hosted with Kelly a bunch on her show. And then that turned into possibly when they were looking for a new co-host, my name being thrown into that. And it was Kelly Ripa who really said to me, you should stay in this world. You're really good at it. You're really fun. I think it also helps that I have 2 young kids. People find that relatable. I mean, like everybody goes through sort of the same problems. My kids are 11 now, so we're just trying to make sure they don't vape and, stay in school, I guess, and I think it's fun to sort of talk about those things because we are all in this together. So it's sort of fun to go on a show and make fun of all that,
I love it. Jerry, in the comments below, they're asking about some of the things you've done from Tomcat, Sliders. Looking back on your career, and you've been on a laundry list of television shows. You've appeared in some great movies. You've worked alongside some of the most iconic actors in Hollywood. Looking back in your career, What are some moments? Yeah. Get that hair together,
Sorry
Jerry.
about that. That looks terrible.
Looking back at your career, though,
Sorry.
what are some of the moments that speak to you that you think like, damn, I did that. That you're so proud of. I mean, I'm sure you're proud of your whole body of work, but is there anything that really just blows your mind?
You know, I have to say, when they put me and Jerry Maguire alongside Tom Cruise, that was a big deal for me because he is maybe the biggest movie star in the world. And to be like on a set with him and to be working with him, that was a big deal. When I got to do that Scream 2, I was there with Nev Campbell, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Jamie Kennedy, all those like cool people. I felt really like part of like young Hollywood then. But I mean, like I said, the scariest thing was doing that hour of live television. You know, you work in live television. There's just something about it. I mean, I guess it's as close to an sort of an athletic game as we get as performers. It's
Right.
just like you don't know what's going to happen. There's no real predicting it. I mean, you can have a sort of game plan, but it's probably going to get thrown out of the window pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's just a different beast. And I really enjoy doing it. I don't know officially on that show I did this summer, the Jerry O show for that Wendy Williams was nice enough to produce on the Fox stations. But I mean, they haven't called me, so I don't think it's looking too good. But you know, I'm just sort of open to whatever comes my way. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm hoping maybe Mariah Carey calls me again and I get to be in another one of her music videos.
Same.
If
Same,
she drops another album.
Jerry, you are this family man, and we see it all over your Instagram, your social media. All you love your daughters. You and Rebecca Romaine O'Connell. You guys have this beautiful relationship. Now that you guys are quarantined around each other 24 hours a day, 7 days a week now. How do the O'Connells keep the fun? How do you guys keep the fire, the spirit, the spark intact?
I'll be shocked if my family remains intact after this quarantine. And when I say intact, I mean one of us doesn't kill each other.
It's that serious?
We are one argument away from being a 2-part Dateline show. No, I don't know. You know what? My wife and I love to make fun of our kids. We really, together, we make fun of our children a lot. And that really helps us.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like you guys have this. I mean, first of all, you two are probably one of the sexiest couples in Hollywood. One. Okay?
Yeah.
One.
Boom.
Boom.
Am I allowed to? Am I allowed to show a little? Oh, wait, no, yeah. I can't show all of it.
Wait. Are we getting a Jerry O'Connell nipple on Jason Unleashed? Did I just get a nipple?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're allowed to do that. There might be like
this is whatever rated show you want it to be. But you and Rebecca, you have this electricity, and I mean, you guys have been together what, 14 years now?
Longer than that, about 15 years, man.
15 years
maybe even 16 years. I got to tell you, I think we've been together since I'm gonna say 2004.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's been 16 years. We've been married 13 years this summer, so yeah, it's gonna be 16 years.
16 years, Jerry. Again. What is it about your relationship that allows you guys to keep it so fresh and to stay that Hollywood couple?
Well, Jason, you are a twin. My wife and I had twin daughters who are 11 now, and we stay together because we're too afraid that one of us will get stuck with them if we were to split up and have a custody situation. No, we just laugh a lot. We have a really good time.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess when we were younger, we argued more. We don't argue now. And the way we get around that is we went to couples therapy, and I just came to the conclusion that I don't like it when we fight. So even if my wife is engaging in a fight, I just don't fight. I say I'm sorry and apologize for whatever something is, even though it's never my fault. It's always her fault. Because fighting, it just blocks us hooking up. You know, it blocks everything. There's
Yeah.
just no reason to fight at all.
Right. And after 16 years, you learn and know each other very well, and you know what, I don't want to say the triggers are, but you learn someone and you figure out what works and what doesn't.
I just shut up. I'm just quiet all the time. I mean, that's it.
Well, I mean, but also you are married to like a supermodel, and for us Marvel fans, Mystique.
Yeah.
So
My wife was Mystique in all those X-Men films. I don't judge people physically, but she's way more attractive than I am. She's way more famous than I am. She's richer. I should just do whatever the hell my wife tells me to do and just shut up.
boom, the gospel according to Jerry O'Connell. Jerry, after this quarantine situation is over and after humanity,
The quar.
yeah,
the quar,
I call it the
sure.
snap. I mean, because it just happened overnight, but it really didn't. It really didn't. But when we find our
By
way
the way,
back,
let me just say right now, I am not Dr. Fauci. I'm not a scientist. It has nothing to do with 5G technology. Please stop saying that on the internet, everybody. Please.
the conspiracy theories are ridiculous, but what people need to be reading on the internet is how to protect themselves and follow directions. Because you still have people who refuse
Correct.
to follow directions. After every governor, even our president, has said, this is what we need to do to get back to
It has
business.
nothing to do with 5G. Watch, tomorrow there's going to be like a scientific report that it has everything to do with 5G, and I'm going to have to come back on your show and be like, I'm so sorry, everybody. It was the 5G that caused it.
Hey, but we're getting information daily. So, I mean, every day it's something new. Every day we're learning something new about. Today I found out that cats could carry this virus.
Yeah, man, that tiger has it at the Bronx Zoo.
Yeah. Yeah, but when we come back from this, Jerry, what's next for you? What does the future hold for Jerry O'Connell, a man who's done everything, a man who has had?
I got nothing. Jason, I have nothing. I don't know about you. I got nothing going on. This interview is all I got. I mean, Jason, how are you staying in shape? You are the fittest man I know. I see you at the gym. I've seen you in a tight tank top, in a crop top. How are you staying in shape?
Jerry, that's a whole other Instagram live. To tell you the truth, honestly, walking my dog has been great cardio because we in the hills.
Jason, you are jacked. You are ripped. I've seen your body. What are you doing? And don't tell us you're walking your dog. You're doing P90X. You're doing Billy Blank's 7-minute abs. Tell us now.
No, I'm not. What I'm doing is walking my dog and eating everything in sight. As a matter of fact, when I'm done with this interview, I'm going to go have lasagna. That's the truth. Right now I've been so bad. My husband gets up every day at 5 a.m. He walks the dog, and then he goes and works out, and then goes to work from home for 9, sometimes 14 hours. He's the real MVP. He's the real one. I am not the real one. I'm out here. Look, that was ice cream from last night. So,
Jason, I think I speak on behalf of everyone else watching this Instagram Live. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Hey, gotta show them the chocolate. I know you're also watching Tiger King, yes?
I watched all that Tiger King. It's a great show. I really enjoyed it. I'm currently watching, as I mentioned before, Babylon Berlin on Netflix. Also really good. Netflix is really getting us through this, man. I'm really grateful. My wife is watching a show called Married at First Sight. She's blasting through all 15 seasons of it.
Yeah. Also, you and your wife just appeared on Flip that launched on Quibi. Quibi just launched April 6th.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's really fun. It's a fun little new entertainment app for your phone called Quibi, and we're on a show called Flipped. It's sort of it's a fictitious home makeover show. It's really cool.
Yeah. Jerry, I want to let you go because I think you got the dogs in the car. By the way, what kind of car is that?
This is my Jag. This is my 86 Jag.
Wow,
I love it when it
vintage.
starts.
Love it.
It rarely starts, though. It rarely starts. I love you, Jay. I'll see you at the gym.
Jerry, thanks so much. Hey, before you go,
Everybody, be safe.
Oh, before you go, Jerry, where can they find you online?
I'm on. You can follow me on Yelp, Jerry O'Connell. I review like a lot of places. I review restaurants and everything.
Great.
That's my thing. I'm not joking. I love leaving Yelp reviews.
But not anonymously though, as Jerry O, yeah?
Oh, Jerry O'Connell. Yeah,
All right, man. You
I
stay
love it.
safe. Hug the girls for me. Tell Rebecca hi. Hug the dogs. And Jerry, thank you so much for talking. You coming on the show and talking today, man.
I love you,
You're the best.
JC. Sorry about my internet. It's those kids in that TikTok. I'll see you.
Bye, buddy. Great guy.